My head's heavy with words, I never sleep. I lay awake, rustling hard between the sheets. The funny thing is, I'm an EP deep, and these niggas swear rhyming is the easy street. Sick bars got quarantined by CDC. Spitted legendary clips, call them CP3s. Whoa, that's an effortless point of reference. Most would say the country's run by the president. I say the ones not living in the present tense. To keep it real in the face of greed's prevalence. Hip hop is hard work with little recompense. I jumped the hurdle, now I gotta leap a second fence. In the road, try to take it in my stroll or a stride. Rip a few shows to let them know that I'm live. Broadcast the tracks and get the cash. Pragmatic rap addicts, the only niggas that last, huh? They want the cars and the clothes. What they need, kid, bars and the flows. They want the bitches and the stacks. What they need, kid, vision and the map. They want the cars and the clothes. What they need, kid, bars and the flows. They want the bitches and the stacks. What they need, kid, vision and the map. I want it screaming from a megaphone for my nation that's overrun with 7 homes. Clever poems almost ensure you're never known. Set in stone by those who rather break bread alone than share. Sad state of affairs, we can't stop though. I'm mad great with these pairs and they're not, bro. Killing your shit with my diligent click. We feel that you missed. It's all fucking villas and spliffs. Militant riffs about drug dealers that lift heavyweight. Meditate on how I'm real as it gets. When you listen to a verse about material shit, recognize there's no lies when my miracles written. Split time with my peeps in the crew. Put the balance on the wax, then deliver to you. First hand, burst plans of a critical few. Give you nothing but the raw, quite the pivotal view. They want the cars and the clothes. What they need, kid, bars and the flows. They want the bitches and the stacks. What they need, kid, vision and the map. They want the cars and the clothes. What they need, kid, bars and the flows. They want the bitches and the stacks. What they need, kid, vision in the map. Not trying to change your mind, I'm telling it like it is. Even if I'm much maligned by most of the writing biz. It's such a grind promoting the type of shiz that discusses real life and the energy that you give. To keep pushing, the beats to keep cooking. Parentals got those, these pros indeed hook 'em. With the Lord bringing warmth back like a heated cushion. Not leading bookings, but we see you looking. Develop the bond, perfecting the craft. And it's helping us on this definite path. As one of the great duos, don't want the fake kudos. Critics rate pseudos, mostly hate nouveau. Even when it's clear the Sig is H2O. That we're two of the best artists to break through though. You know the style that'll make you believe is Pete Flux. Giving all the people what they need, yeah. They want the cars and the clothes. What they need, kid, bars and the flows. They want the bitches and the stacks. What they need, kid, vision and the map. They want the cars and the clothes. What they need, kid, bars and the flows. They want the bitches and the stacks. What they need, kid, vision and the map.
Why don't you just chill?
Just chill out a little bit.
You want
don't you just chill out?
Why don't you just chill out and listen?
You got things on your mind that worry you? Keep you awake?
No, I just don't sleep much.
You don't sleep?
I don't sleep.
I don't sleep much. I don't sleep.
Boom bap rhythm for rap is baptism, and it might save souls if masses have listened. Phonics on the track, the brass is in the pocket when the jazz in this hip hop mash. You can't knock it, you can't stop it if you try to. If it died, don't sleep, revive it so it thrives through. And as long as we alive too, this is Michelin star in the kitchen, no drive-through, death flow chefing it, A1 prepping it. Tiff's got a bottle on deck, most definite. Niggas can't question it, it's always raw. Like the sun gon' shine, we just always are. Like y'all can't see what we always saw. We was never up close, we was always far. Now we almost here, neither here nor there. And niggas fear no man nor fear no fear. I got no fucks left to give. One dream, gun too big, can't tuck in my jeans. Everyday hustle, never touching a thing. And you wonder how I'm balancing weight with one beam. Ha. It's a mouse click. Southwicks. Don't ever doubt this. They ain't about shit.
They call me the agent of change. Since I came in the game, I really came from slinging them things. Made about $1.50 an hour, spending on Jordans. The rest of my bread was for reeing up and recording. Hotel rooms, copping fifths on the weekend. My classmates in baby pools, I'm swimming in deep ends. When sharks seen the gunfire spark from the barrel, like the cherry on the blunt to get designer apparel where they ante up. Yak that fool. Killer Mike tight, better run them jewels. Spitting bars in luxury cars, hot boxing with dope boys. Put money on my rhymes, so hot, then a foot in the booth and a foot on the block. Then wisdom of the streets, don't sleep is now my option. Death on the left and tiff on my right, and phonics on the beats is one hell of a night, huh?
There's no plot, no nothing to it, just a guy is chasing.
Today's the day to start chasing my dreams, and I ain't talking catching Z's. I've had enough sleep, I'm rested, time to make investments. Double what I'm left with, troubles in my sections. No time to get ahead, kid, no lessons learned. We deliver desperate, no answers to life's questions. One must take it as stride, no revenge or an eye for an eye. Seems too intense to adore all the pressures of life. Temptation never subsides, challenges are overclimbed. Good people die, the bad just multiply. I seen this all the time. It's distorting our minds. They try to cover our eyes when they just cover the lies, and that just stubborns my mind. Indecent how they try and keep it secret, feeding into demons like pirates on a sea ship. If problems occur, they throw you in the deep end, screaming man overboard. Can't you see these people changing, wearing fake faces, acting like they're better, but there's no man who's the greatest. Call it what you want, but you're the problem hater. If you mimic what you see now, you won't get far later. Can't you see these people changing, wearing fake faces, acting like they're better, but there's no man who's the greatest. If you follow some of these rules, then you're an imitator. If you mimic what you see now, you won't get far later. And that's the way it goes. Rich get rich and the profit just grows. Kids nowadays don't spend a penny of their own. Copy what's on TV and reality shows. $1 million matchmaker, only fixing you with hoes. No sex on the first date till she sees the bank. Life is hella sick today, so I'm giving it a break. Never pissing in its waves, and it's sad how people disrespect themselves for fame. The land is looking great. This world is really not okay. I'd rather be burnt to flames and fall a victim to its ways. Ignorance is pain and all memories will fade. It's like I'm stuck in a cage, trying to get up out this maze. There's a chance for a new start if we just wash away the hate. When we stop acting brave, cause a world with less fakes makes the world look more sane. Can't you see these people changing, wearing fake faces, acting like they're better, but there's no man who's the greatest. Call it what you want, but you're the problem hater. If you mimic what you see now, you won't get far later. Can't you see these people changing, wearing fake faces, acting like they're better, but there's no man who's the greatest. If you follow some of these rules, then you're an imitator. If you mimic what you see now, you won't get far later.
Now in a dream, our mind continuously does this. We create and perceive our world simultaneously, and our mind does this so well that we don't even know what's happening. That allows us to get right in the middle of that process.
How?
By taking over the creating part. Now this is where I need you. You create the world of the dream. We bring the subject into that dream, and they fill it with their subconscious.
What good is melody? What good is music if it ain't possessing something sweet, 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 sweet? It ain't the melody, it ain't the music if it ain't possessing something sweet, 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 sweet.
Jesus, the beat is cutting pieces like pizzas. When he grabbed the mic, these nuts said, please squeeze us. He told him, hold up, after the punchline. Single file rappers with dull rhymes and ugly shines. In the ring with the frizzy bearded grizzly bear. He win the thing with an exquisite rare dizzy stare. Give me here, I'll show you how to do it right. When he put the mask on, he screwed tight and stupid like. True story, you could ask.
Uncle, no! I didn't know that was you!
Everybody!
He said, what good is melody? What good is music if it ain't possessing something sweet, 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 sweet? It ain't the melody, it ain't the music if it ain't possessing something sweet, 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 sweet.
Dreams, the heat beam is like a laser level. Aim it till it's straighten out, do your best to graze the devil. Bass and treble peaking, make sure they even. Be faking more and he break a jaw and teeth in. Leaving, creeping, no time for weeping and grieving. Deep in breathing, keeping on believing it don't matter. Owning on the data, in the zone, zoning, owning microphone, chatter, batter, swing. That's the thing he's known better for. Worse than the casualties in the metaphor wars. Forget your applause, bet, pause. Answer me these questions 3 to get across. Who's the boss? What size is them shoes of yours? We the wrong crew to cross. True or false?